Hi everyone. Again, today we are with our topic determinants. In today topics in determinants, we are going to discuss our system of linear equations terms. How can we solve a system of linear equation by using matrix method there. Before we are going to discuss our topic to solving a system of linear equations by matrix method, before we are going to that topic, we are going to be since we have a linear equations. What we have linear equations? Ax plus by plus c types. It's maybe two pairs of equation there. It's maybe three equations there. Then it's form a system. All of you are already aware about linear equations in class 10 there. In class 10, all of you are remember that there is you are learn about the systems are consistent or system are inconsistent. The systems are consistent or inconsistent. In system are said to be consistent if it has solution, where a solution may be unique or infinite, and inconsistent when we have the system have no solution there. Similarly, how can we determine without any proving that at the level of class 12 what should be criteria of consistency should be there. Then we are going to discuss some criterion there. What is criterion of consistency? What was the criteria of consistency there? The system are said to be consistent or not. We give the following criterions for the consistency or inconsistency of a system of linear equations given by the suppose in systems of when we are doing systems of linear equation, we have to be start with by some ax equal to b, where a represent a square matrix. It's represent a square matrix. Then what we do, the whole basis concept depend on value of determinants of a there. In our first case, when determinants of a equal to 0, when we have that is 0, then what in the system is, we start with when determinants of a is not equal to 0. In case in the system is our consistence and has unique solution First of all, we are going to be represent our system or linear equation in the form of ax equal to b, where a is the a square matrix. It's formed by the coefficient of linear equations. Then we are going to first of all find the determinants of the matrix, square matrix. If determinants is non-zero, it means the matrix is our non-singular. When the matrix is non-singular, then we are going to be get our result there. Then our system is said to be consistent and has a unique solution. What happened in second case when determinants of a equal to 0 there? Then our system is, in the case, our system is what? Our system of equation has either no solution or infinite number of solution, or we have infinite number of solution. In our first step, when determinants is non-zero, it's maybe positive or negative, then our system is said to be consistent and it has a unique solution there. When this determinants is not equal to 0, then the system of equation has either no solution or infinite number of solution. In this in given case, what we have to do, then we have to find adjoints of a. Then we are going to find the product of adjoints of a into b there. Again, adjoints of a into b is non-zero. Is not equal to 0. It's maybe positive or negative. Then in this case, our system is inconsistent our system is inconsistent, means it has no solution. It has no solution. When adjoints of A, when the product of adjoints of A into B is equal to 0, when this is equal to 0, then our system is what? Then our system is consistent there, and it has infinite number of solution. Infinite number of solution. I am going to again revise it. What we discuss here? We are discuss here criterion of consistency. Our system of linear equations can be represented in the terms of Ax equal to B. We can represent to solve our systems Ax equal to B. Then to get the values of x, we are going to be doing x equal to A inverse B there. Then to find out our solutions of variables x, y, z there. Then in the criterion of consistency, what we do? We are going to start with determinants value there. When our system represented in the form of Ax equal to B, where A is represent a square matrix there, then we are going to find its det value. When its det value is non-zero, it's maybe positive and negative, then our system is said to be consistent and it has a unique solution there. But when the determinants values equal to 0, it vanishes there, then system of equations has either no solution or infinite number of solution there. When in this case it's a infinite number of solution or either no solution, how we get? Then we are going to be find out product of adjoint of A into B. B is representing constant numbers in the linear equation system there. We are going to get the multiplication of adjoints of A dot B equal to, when this is not equal to 0, it's maybe positive or negative, then our system is inconsistent. It means it has no solution there. When adjoints of A into B equal to 0, we get system is consistent and it has an infinite number of solution there. Now we are going to be take one of our main purpose is that we have to be solving a system of linear equation there, which the problems generally problems asked in board in a long question there. It's maybe asking in 4 marks or 6 marks there. Then we are going to start with taking one of the example problem there. Now just consider we are going to be take one of the problem. Just take one of the equation there. We take x plus 2y minus 3z equal to 6, and second equation 3x plus 2y minus 2z equal to 3, and take third equation is 2x take minus y plus z equal to 2. Now we have a linear equation in 3 variables. We are going to be solve it. We are going to find out the value of x, y, z by using matrices method. We are going to find the solution of the system of equation there. Then how can we solve the given system by using matrices there? In solution, we are going to start with the solution can be represented by the matrix Ax equal to B. Now we are going to explain what is Ax equal to B. How we get A here? We get A is a square matrix which we get by the coefficient of x, y, z there. A is represented by a square matrix which formed by the coefficient of x, y, z there. Then our A is what? Our A is a square matrix, coefficient of x, y, z here 1, 2 and minus 3. Then we have 3, 2, minus 2, 3, 2, minus 2. Then we have 2, minus 1 and 1. What is x? X represent our variables x, y, z. X. And what is our B? Our B is what? it's represent our constant terms, matrix 6, 3 and 2. When we are going to solve our system of linear equations, we always start with the solution can be represented by the matrix Ax equal to B, where A represent a square matrix which is maxed by the taking the coefficient of x, y, z, respective coefficient of x, y, z, and x is representing the matrix of variables x, y, z, and B is again a matrix representing the constant value 6, 3, 2 there. Now, what is the procedure to solve this? Again, to solve it, to getting the value of x, we have to find out A inverse dot B. Means we have to take the product of A inverse B, then we get the value of x here. Then our purpose is that we have to find out first A inverse. Already in our last video, we have discussed to find out A inverse by using matrix method there. Then we are going to find out A inverse. First of all, we are going to find out A inverse. How we find out A inverse? To get A inverse, we have to find out first. It's a det value there. What is det? A det is given by 1. Taking 1, then we have 2 minus 2 minus 1 1, then minus 2. Taking minus 2, what we have? We have 3 minus 2 2 1, then plus minus plus, but it's a minus 3, then it's a negative minus 3. Getting row and column, we have 3 2 2 minus 1. Now we are going to start with it's 1 2 minus 2 because it's positive, 2 minus 2 here, then minus 2 here. What we get? It's a 3 into 1 3, and minus 4 minus plus 4, 3 plus 4 there, and we have minus 3 here, minus 3 2 to 4 minus 4 there. Then it's a 0. This is 7 minus 2, it's a minus 14, and it's a minus 7 into 3 minus minus plus, it's a 21. After solving, we get the value of det is what? 7, which is not equal to 0. It means A inverse exists. Obviously, we are going to solve it, then obviously A inverse exists. If A inverse not exists, we are not going to get the solution there. Then it's maybe infinitely, it's maybe, since we get determinants is not equal to 0, then it's fixed. Our system is consistent and we have a unique solution there. Now we get our det values there. Now we are going to proceed to find its adjoints of A. How we get adjoints of A? Getting the cofactors of. Then we are going to find out first of cofactors are there. We are going to getting cofactors A11. We are going to getting cofactors A11. How we get cofactors A11? Dating respective one, dating its row and column. What do we get? 2 and minus 2 0. We get 0 there. Remember, we in cofactors we have to be taking using sign convention there. This sign is not changed because we are getting positive, negative, positive. Here we have to change sign here. Positive, negative, positive, then negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, negative. We are going to be the change. We are going to getting to find its minors, and then using the concept sign convention to getting the factor there. Now we are going to find out the cofactor of 2. It's A12. Dating its column, its row. We have 3 minus 2. Then we have 3. And it's plus 4, 3 plus 4, 7, but we have to send its sign, then we have minus 7 there. Now A13, getting its cofactor of minus 3, its row deleting, its column deleting, then we have 3 2 2 minus 1, minus 3 and 2 to 4, minus 4, minus 3 minus 4, minus 7. It's minus 7 because positive, negative and positive, its sign does not change. Then we get the cofactors of its first row. Now we are going to find out cofactors of second row. Sorry, it's a A21. Getting this row and column, we have what we have. We have 2 minus 3 minus 1. We get 2, -3, -1, but we have to change sign because here is -1, then it's a positive 1. Now A22, getting this row and column, we have 1 into 1 and +6, 1 + 6, 7, then we get 7 here. A23, cofactor of -2, deleting this row and column, we have 1 into 1, -1, -4, -1, -4, -5, but we have to change this sign, then we here get 5 there. Now we are going to find out the cofactor of third row. Then it's start with A31, deleting this row, this column, -4 +6, we get 2. It's a positive sign, then it's our 2. Now we are going to get A32, cofactor of -1, deleting this column and row, we have 1 into 2, -2 and +9, -2 +9, we get 7, but we have to take negative sign, it's a -7. Then A33, cofactor of 1, deleting this row and column, we have this, then it's a 2, -6, 2 -6, we get -4. Now we get the all cofactors there. Then how we are going to be find, and I'm going to actually find its adjoints of A. Just since we first of all we are going to find its a matrix B, to write down 0, -7, -7, 1, 7, 5, 2, -7, 4. But I'm going to actually write down 0, 1, 2, -7, -7 to getting adjoints of there. And what is our adjoints of A? It's A11. We are going to transfer the row into column. Then A11, its row, write down it into column. A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. Remember that to getting adjoints of A, what we have? A11, A12, A13, write down here. Then we get easily adjoints of A. Our adjoints of A is what? It's represented by the values. Write down the value 0, 1, 2. Sorry, we write down in the row into columns there. Then 0, -7, -7, 0, -7, -7, then 1, 7, 5 and 2, -7 and -4. Now we have adjoints of A. Then what is A inverse? Now the A inverse is given by 1 divided determinants of A into adjoints of A. Then 1 determinants of A is our what? We get that value 7 there. Then 1 upon 7 into adjoints of A. Our adjoints of A is what? 0, 1, 2, -7, 7, -7, -7, 5, -4. I am not going to divide it by each element by 7 because some element are not going to perfectly divided by 7 there, and we have to find out the variables value x, y, z there. Our purpose is to find out x, y, z, and we have to be to find x, we have to be use x equal to A inverse B. Now we are going to be proceed to get the variables value. To get the variables value, what we have to do? To find its, we have to be used now to get x equal to A inverse into B. We are to take the multiplication of inverse to the value of B there. Then what is our A inverse? Our A inverse is what? 1 by 7, 0, 1, 2, -7, 7, -7, -7, 5 and -4. And our B is what? Our B is 6, 3, 6, 3, 2. It's our 6, 3, 2. Now we are going to be multiply it. Write down 1 by 7. Then we are going to be use the multiplication of matrices. 0 into 6, 0, 1 into 3, plus 3, 2 into 2, 4. Now this row into column. What we have? Minus 42 plus 21 and minus 72 plus 14, then minus 7 into 6 minus 42, 5 into 3 plus 15, then minus 4 into 2 plus 8. Then we have 1 by 7, and I'm going to find out the values there. 0 plus 3 plus 4, we get 7 here. Minus 42 plus 21 minus 21 plus 14, we get minus 7 here. Minus 42 plus 21 plus 14. We have one error there. What we have when we are going to multiply with it's with minus 7 into 6 minus 42 plus 7 into 3 21 minus 72, we get here minus 14. Now what we see that minus 42 minus 14 plus 21, here we get minus 21 minus 21 minus 14, we get minus 35 there, because I have remembered the value of y is 5 there, but it's not coming 5. Then I suppose that there is one of the error there. Now look, what we have here, we get minus 42 plus 15 plus 8 23 minus 42 23 minus 42 and 23. Again there is looking error because it's not a factor of 7 there. And look, it's a minus 7 into 6 minus 42, 5 into 3 15, it's a error. Minus 4 into 2, we have here minus 8 there. And now minus 42 minus 8 minus 50 minus 50 plus 15, we have minus 35 again. Now we are going to divide it by 7 each term, then we get the value 1 minus 5 and minus 5. This represents our x. Our x is what? 1 minus 5 and minus 5, and x is what? X, y, z is equal to 1 minus 5 minus 5. Then we get the value x equal to 1, y equal to minus 5 and z equal to minus 5. We can easily verify our required answer putting in this here value. Our x is what? Our x is 1, put here 1, y is minus 5, 2 into 5 minus 10, z is also minus 5, then plus 15 there. 10 plus 15 there, then what we get? 15 plus 1 60 minus 10, we get 6. Sorry, we verify our answer by putting here x equal to 1, y equal to minus 5, z equal to minus 5, putting the values in equations. X equal to 1, y equal to minus 5 into 2 minus 10, and z is also minus 5, then we get minus 5 into minus 3 plus 15, 15 plus 1 16 minus 10, we get 6 here. We get the value 6 here. Then this is the our method to find out its solution there. Again I'm going to revise the whole concept there. We have a linear equation in 3 variables there, x plus 2y minus 3z equal to 6, x 3x plus 2y minus 2z equal to 3, 2x minus y plus z equal to 2. Then we are going to find out solution there. The solution can be represented by the matrix Ax equal to b. Then we get a solution x equal to A inverse dot b. How we form A? We form A by the coefficient of, write down the coefficient of x, y, z. Here 1, 2, minus 3, write down 1, 2, minus 3. Here is 3 plus 2 minus 2, 3, 2, minus 2. Then 2 minus 1, 1. Then our x is variables, it consists of variables x, y, z, and matrix we formed by the constant value 6, 3, 2. Then to gets its solution x equal to A inverse dot b, we have to find out A inverse. How we get A inverse? To find A inverse, we are going to start with determinants. We get in determinants value 7 there. Then we are going to find the cofactors of the square matrices there. When we get cofactors, then we have form adjoints of A. Then we get the value of A inverse by putting the formula 1 by A into adjoints of A. We get A inverse. Then we are going to find out the variable x given by A inverse dot B. Putting the A inverse, taking the dot with B, we get the values of x, y, z here. Now we can take one of the also example there. It's taking any 2 cross 2 matrices there to solve it. It's having a solution or not. Just we are going to take another example of 2 cross 2 matrices. Just take 2x minus y equal to 7. 2x minus y, take 2x minus y equal to 7, and take second equation is x plus 3y equal to 21. Now we have to find this by using matrix method. Again, the solution can be represented by, we starting with Ax equal to V, where our A is what? Our A is the again square matrix, making by its coefficient. Coefficient is what? 2, minus 1, 1 and 3. X is consist of variables x and y, and B consists of constant terms 7 and 21. Then again we have to find out A inverse. We are going to getting determinants of A. First of all, what is determinants of A? It's a 6 minus plus. It's again we have getting 7, which is non-zero, means our A is non-singular. Our A is non-singular, and the system has unique solution. What is solution? Our x equal to A inverse B. The system has unique solution x equal to A inverse B. Now we are going to find out cofactors. We can easily find out our cofactors there. A11. What is our A11? Easily we can find out. It's a 3. Our A11 3. What is our A12? Our A12 is what? Changing sign, minus 1. Then A21 is what? A21 is 1. And our A22 is what? It's a 2. We getting cofactors there. After getting cofactors, again we are going to find out adjoints of A. How we get adjoints of A there? Our adjoints of A is what? A11. Here should be A12, but we are taking transpose of B already there. Then A12. Here is A21. Then A12, A11, A12 either. Then A22 here. Then our adjoints of A is what? We get 3, minus 1, 1 and 2. We get adjoints of A. Now getting adjoints of A, we are able to find A inverse, which is y1 determinants of A into adjoints of A. Then we have A is 7, determinants of A is our 7 there, and our adjoints of A is what? 3, 1, minus 1 and 2. Now we are going to get x. Our x is given by A inverse into B. Our A is what? 1 by 7, 3, 1, minus 1, 2, and B is what? Our B is 7 and 21. 7, 21. We are going to multiply now. 1 by 7. Row into column. 3, 7, 21 plus 21 minus 7 plus 42. What we get? 1 by 7. Here we get 42. Here we get 35. Then we get our x is equal to 7, 6, 42. It's a 6, 7, 5, 35. Then our x is what? X, y is equal to 6 and 5. Then we get x equal to 6 and y equal to 5 there, which is our required result.